The way we like to finish the show out is to talk about something we're utilizing in our business that either saves us time, makes us more money, or just helps us have more fun. We like to refer to this as the Whissel Widget of the week. What do you got for us, Bryan?
So mine, I've noticed I've done this a lot lately, is definitely going more towards the camera nerd group of the situation.
Of the situation, huh?
Shut up.
Audience?
Yeah, whatever. The situation from Jersey Shore watches the show. So, yes. So what I got from a group of photographers I'm on a Facebook group with. And I was noticing when I was taking pictures of houses, I was always picking my flash up, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down, putting it on the table, then having to go back to get it. Should have grabbed it first. And so what mine is it's a handle and a belt clip. These are actually a couple different pieces to where I can attach this to my flash. So now it's really easy to hold. And then I can clip it onto my belt so that way it's always on me. So now I have my iPad that's strapped around my shoulder. I have my flash on my belt. So that way I don't have to keep picking it up and putting it down. It makes it really much easier to move my tripod around the house without, because I mean, I would always set the tripod up and go, now where did I put my flash? And it was in the last bathroom I photographed downstairs. It was a pain in the ass. So I think this setup with the quick release, the handle, and the belt clip was probably $35. And you could use this for non-photography stuff like
I could see somebody like breaking into your house and you grabbing that and just flashing it in their face over and over
so
again
to
defend
full
yourself.
Brightness. I've thought about that. Full brightness. This is really bright. I've also thought, especially during COVID, it's super sketchy when I put it's a pistol grip on this flash, put it on my belt, put on my face mask, put on my gloves, and then walk up to the door. I'm waiting for the cops to get called on me. Because that's going to be a situation that's going to be interesting.
You're a pretty intimidating looking guy.
Obviously, with my button up and whatever. Kyle's making fun of my lack of physical strength. Whatever.
You can run like a mofo, though.
Yes.
All right. Mine is going to follow up on one we talked about on a previous episode. There's a company called MOFT, M-O-F-T, and they make devices that just help make your life a little bit easier. And so this one's cool. One of the big trends over the last decade, really, I just had my On This Day on Facebook show when I got my first stand-up desk, and it was like 10 years ago now. So it's become very popular to have stand-up desk. But a lot of times when you're out, on the move, you don't really have a way to do a stand-up desk. Or I've seen people like take a trash can and flip it upside down and put their laptop on top of that, or grab like a cardboard box and put it on there. Which is cool, but it's tacky. So this little device right here, this thing is, less than an inch thick, weighs a few pounds, but this is by MOFT. And so this thing will go into a variety of configurations. Think I can do it on the first try?
I'm going to say yes. He only practiced it like 15 times off camera, so.
So this little thing that started out super flat now becomes a beautiful tabletop that I could throw my laptop on, and voila, I have a stand-up workstation now.
And it's probably,
really
about
cool.
foot tall?
Yeah, it lifts it up about a foot. So now instead of having to look down at the ground, this thing is at perfect height for me as a stand-up workstation.
I can't hear you.
Well, now it's at a perfect height as a stand-up workstation.
If you guys want to see this, check it out on YouTube. We are also live in our Facebook group right now, The Whissel Way. So if you want to see what it looks like, just check us out on YouTube as well. Yeah. But this guy, how much does it cost?
I don't know. I got it on Indiegogo. I've become a big fan of that. So, and then when you're done, this thing just folds up and boom, throw this in the laptop bag and you're off. So that way you could essentially have a stand-up desk anywhere you're at just by carrying this one little thing around with you.
So you're willing to gamble on Indiegogo. I'm like, nah, I'll wait 2 years to see if it actually works.
Indiegogo, you could find some cool stuff. Yeah, I got another one, though, that I've been waiting for over a year on. Mm-hmm. Indiegogo's a risk. But this one is now publicly available. I just got it a lot cheaper because I rolled the dice.
But it's about how much?
Maybe $50, cool. I would guess. Something like that. So I got 2 of these. I got one to keep at each office. So now whenever I'm at an office and I'm not at my desk, I could just pop this little bad boy up and have my stand-up station even when I'm out and about. So.
And it's surprisingly hefty. I was expecting it to be, cardboard and fabric. It's got some magnets to it.
Because it has to. Otherwise, it's going to be wobbling all over.
Yeah.
It's very sturdy.
That's great.
But it's still thin at the same time. It's not going to take up a ton of space in your bag. So it's by MOFT, M-O-F-T. I believe it's the MOFT Z is what they call this one, but it's a 5-in-1, and it has a bunch of angles too. So that's the highest angle. It has a couple different options that you can do with it. You go 25, 35, 45, 60 degree, or straight up standing. So there's a lot of options with it, which is really cool.
So is that for like if you have an iPad?
You can do it for iPads, or if you just want to like prop it up. There's a lot of flexibility with it.
Yeah, I don't think the 60-degree angle you want your laptop on. I guess maybe no. I don't know any reason why you do
It'd
that.
be a little weird. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you got value out of the show today. Again, if you have questions you want to have us answer on a future episode of the show, you can always go to thewhisselway.com. You can ask us questions on there. Join our Facebook group. You can watch these live before they get released, and find out about some of the cool tools we're using in our business. You can join our referral network, subscribe to the podcast, the YouTube channel, and find out about upcoming events that we have going on, like our Media Mayor Mastermind. So hopefully you guys got value out of the show today. Go ahead and go to thewhisselway.com to get on all of that stuff. Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of the Whissel Way Podcast.
We'll see you next week.
Wait. Before you leave, I want to share some more tips and tricks that we're using in our business to take it to that next level. Just click right here. And don't forget to subscribe. Click right here.